Hey there, ho there, this is Andre. Sorry I haven't been updating much with the character select, but we finally have time, and joining me today are...
Jeremy, aka Reborn.
And Gigi.
And John, aka John.
So, I wanted to kind of do an episode on cosplay, and out of the four of us, three of us do it, and my buddy Jeremy does it, but he's seen enough of the weird stuff that happens that I figure he can kind of go into this. But
I am an observer.
Alright. Yeah, that's true. But how have you guys been? How was your day today before we start?
Pretty hectic. Crazy train ride.
Crazy train
But,
ride?
yep.
I was just waiting for John, so...
I had to deal with the lovely traffic thanks to the storm. All highways were congested, and I barely made it to any of my clients' meetings. And the other subsequent meetings as well. So
Yeah, all I had was calculus class.
Yeah, fuck you.
That sounds wonderful, Andre.
Yeah, that's why Jeremy was offering, hey, let's put flamethrowers on my Liberty, because yes, nothing says get the fuck out of my way, but adding freaking flamethrowers to my car.
Oh dear God.
Oh dear God. Okay. Now, Gigi, John, I know you two have been cosplaying much longer than I have. I know I started, I'm gonna say 2013, 2014, I took it more seriously. What kind of got you two into doing cosplay?
Just really enjoying the characters that I've seen in the animes and the games, and just wanting... It's just playing, basically. It's like, oh, I'm this character, so I wanna play. I wanna be him in real life. I wanna pretend.
Well, for me, I actually really love dressing up, so I first started cosplaying in 2007 because I saw some pictures online with people dressing up as characters, and I was like, wow, this is really cool, I should try it out, and, well, that pretty much got me going, but I didn't get serious until, like, 2009, but I started at 2007.
Okay. Yeah, for me, when I first met the Umineko cosplay group at Katsucon, I met a variety of people who, like, really just were friendly and open and kind of sort of encouraged me to do it. And that summer, when I went to Otakon, I was like, you know what? We're doing it. And I'm not, I guess, not the legitimate one of the group here because I do go and buy my things, unfortunately, but it's just, I still think even though I don't buy or make my cosplay like everyone else, I still do enjoy being the character. And
That's how cosplaying should be, anyway.
Yeah.
I think though some people give those who though buy the cosplays a little bit of a bad reputation because it's like, oh, you didn't spend the time making it, and I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I need to think about my career.
Yeah, I would think some people aren't going to have the time to sit down there and play arts and crafts in order to make and make a costume.
Yeah.
But they're still going to want to participate, be part of the community. No reason to give them crap over it.
And I think it's been a lot of fun too because getting to cosplay, you meet new people, and you end up getting some pretty interesting stories. I know that when I went to Fanime last year, so there was some kid down the hall. I was dressed as Victor from League of Legends in his sort of the Machine Emperor skin. I don't know the exact title, but the mask lit up and all like certain parts of the costume lit up. I
remember that.
I somehow frightened some small child at the end of the hallway, and I couldn't see them because the mask forces me to take my glasses off. All I could see was this blurry little small kid, and I'm like, I'm about to say something, and the kid just bolts down the hall. And
Oh
I'm like,
god.
oh god, I just terrified some small child.
See,
Mind
but
you,
think about it this way. You're a little boy and you see this giant dude in a robotic skull with glowing
Glowing
red eyes walking
and
towards
mouth.
you ominously. What would you do?
I wasn't even walking. I just had my head tilted in that, like, I'm gonna kill you murderous intent way. But it was because
Exactly.
But it was because I couldn't see him. I'm like, I can't see. So I need to like kind of like tilt my head a bit to like and squint because the lights in the eyes kind of made my vision blurry. But here's the better part. As soon as I go downstairs to like because I was test driving my new cosplay out, so to speak, getting used to it. A little girl in like a Charmander Kigurumi like runs up to me and then hugs my leg and goes, "You don't look evil." And all I could say is, "Little girl, I don't think you know who I am." And I'm like, I see the parents, and I'm like, "I think this belongs to you." And I'm like kind of hobbling over. I'm like, "Here." And they're like, "Oh, well, we know who you are." And I'm like, "I'm glad you do. You may need to tell her who I am, because I'm not exactly a good guy by any stretch of the word. I'm a good guy outside the costume, but not right now. Look, I'm just saying, if we all upgrade to having, robotic parts, we'll no longer have to worry about diseases. But we will have to worry about viruses.
Yes.
And malware. And, well, I guess now you could stream your porn through
Do
your
you
vision.
want adware in your brain?
That's okay, I'll just get the latest thing of Norton and just, insert it into my chest cavity and be like, okay, I'm good.
Nope. Pop-ups while you walk.
God damn it, it's just like Futurama. But, so what has been the hardest cosplay for you guys to complete?
Let's see. Well, the hardest cosplay for me, in general, is making guy clothes. I have no reason why. I don't know, but I know how to make dresses and all kinds of stuff, but just not guy clothes. I'm still working on it though.
Is there a specific cosplay that you've done that's been, I guess, the most complicated? Because I know I've seen you do, Morgana. I've seen you do Pandora Heart characters, the giant chicken cosplay.
Oh yes.
That chicken was delicious.
Oh shush. Actually, I would have to say detail-wise would be Blackthorn Morgana because
Oh my god.
I try to give as much detail as possible in that one, and that took the most time.
And the wings kept hitting me in the face.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
So for our viewers, I need to. I will be segueing like this a lot, but I think this is just, it will all loop back around. But I want you to picture a normal bus, a bunch of cosplayers on it. Was Acolyte Lee Sin, John was Arclight Varys, and she was Blackthorn Morgana. And I had the dumb idea of sitting behind her. And what I didn't realize was that her wings could kind of move. So, like, literally, it's, like, hitting me in the face, and I'm like, I don't want to, like, tap it away because I think, A, they look really fragile, and I don't want to break them, and B, I'm a little bit worried of, like, going and really hitting it with force, and I'm like, oh, crap. Mind you, we were a little bit late for a photo shoot, but that's because A, I didn't know AX very well, so I was still trying to figure out where things were. But it was still a good shoot. At least I thought so.
It was still a good shoot.
Despite what, man, is it hot. Now that I know how hot it is, gonna use a cosplay that's a little less taxing.
Definitely not
But
Victor,
you have a
right?
cosplay that had you like sweating to death?
I was Acolyte Lee Sin, so good thing about that is that it's like a bunch of colors and it's not just like black and like Victor is silver, black, and gray, and it's wearing like an overcoat underneath a collared shirt, underneath long pants, boots, a rubber glove for one hand, and a conish glove for another, and a mask, and a helmet. Basically a helmet. So,
That's the exact reason why I didn't bring Pulse Fire to AX. It's because the heat, man. The heat's killer. And it's only gonna get hotter.
Oh, yeah.
So, just...
I remember my mascot, though.
Which one?
The chicken mascot.
Oh, God.
I was literally sweating my ass off in that. Like, everyone kept stopping me. Like, every inch I took, everyone just told me to hold on, let me get my camera or my friend and take pictures together.
Oh yeah, I lost Gigi too when she was wearing that. So I
How
forget it.
could
I'm just
you
go outside.
lose her? She's a giant yellow chick.
Skin.
Because we were both getting stopped at separate times.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, whatever, I'll just go outside.
And I was like asking for help too. I didn't see John anywhere, and I was just like trying to get away from the crowd, but it wasn't
like,
possible.
Help me!
Yes, pretty much. And our friend Darwin literally had to grab me out of the crowd and walk upstairs where there's less people.
It's like, excuse me, but this chick needs to go somewhere else, literally. Everybody take one step to the left. Thank you. God damn it, Skype, why are you showing me people getting on? So, just for people in this picture, you can see myself in the Machine Herald costume, and my buddy John here is Pulsefire Ezreal, unfortunately.
Dude, look at that tricep.
Dude, okay, so I didn't know how heavy John's giant arm cannon was until I decided to pick it up and actually, hold on to it for a little bit, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to holding my staff and not bitch.
I repeat on that tricep and that gun holding arm.
I'm just like, this thing is heavy and it's hot. Okay, this day here was hot. Oi. It was...
Luckily it snuck into the shade though. That was good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I liked how it's the little bit of shade. It's like we're all huddled around it, and I'm like, I don't think this is helping us. But getting this train back on track here. So, what can you tell me where your best experiences at a convention?
That's tough. Because all the conventions I love. They're all pretty fun.
They have their own
But the best experience... That's really hard to solo out. Oh, well, my best experience, which is not really cosplay related, but it's convention. It happened at a convention. It was day 0 at AX, and our same buddy Darwin, he was waiting in line for his to get his badge. And then me, Gigi, and our other buddy Paulo, we decided to get some food. So we went to this Mexican restaurant. I forgot the name of it.
Oh boy.
And I ordered this special margarita. I forget the name of that too. So 5 minutes later, the waiter comes and he brings me my margarita. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Tastes good. And then another 5 minutes passes and he comes back with another margarita and he goes, bro, I'm sorry, but the first margarita that we brought you was the wrong one. So here's the right one, and you can keep the first one for free. I was like, alright, I'm down. Cool.
Double margaritas.
Yep.
Jeremy?
Hard to argue with free margaritas.
Jeremy, I know, through our weird misadventures, one of them has to click in your mind. Like, he and I think the first convention you and I and the other guys from CUA went to was, I think the first one I went with you guys was AUSA?
Probably it was an AUSA.
Yeah.
It was either AUSA or Capsicum.
No, I know. It was AUSA, and I know why. Because of our buddy who decided to pass out after doing so a friend of ours, I will keep his name. We will call him X. X decided to not only work to death the last 3 days straight for school stuff and rush papers and do tests and whatnot, but decided to not eat for 2 days as well. So when he gets to the hotel room, he literally passes out, and he decides to change into like his nightwear, and his nightwear consisted of a shirt and Spider-Man boxers looking at you. It's that Spider-Man 2 or 3, the one where he gets covered up by Venom.
The black suit thing?
Yeah, the black suit thing, and it's just on his butt. On his butt is the Spider-Man just looking at us, and we're like,
What?
should we do something? Because we're all a little bit, we're all a little bit like tired, and we just want to kind of just explore day 0 a little bit. But it's like our buddy John is extremely irritable and is just laying on the ground trying to sleep. And like we try like gently putting covers over him, and he freaks out and then falls back asleep. And then at the time, another friend of mine's now recent ex basically threw a blanket over his butt, and it's like, okay, good. As long as his butt is not staring at us, it's not creepy. Like you think you just look away, but it's just more like.
But you know it's looking at you.
And he's like square in the middle of the room. He is just, because we all had to cram into one space. He just pitched a tent right there in the middle of the room, and it's just like, great. Now in order for me to get over to my stuff, I have to walk over you, hope you don't wake up, and knee me in the nads. Just please don't wake up. It's okay. After that day, he got some food, he was in much better space, and he was ready to seize the day. But, Jeremy, you've been silent for a little while. You've got to have some experiences at a convention, even if I wasn't a part of them.
What? Probably my favorite one wasn't the convention itself, but the sleeping arrangements.
Oh, God. Which one? Because we could go on with those stories.
What? There was the one where the first night, Lydia did not want to sleep in the same bed with me.
Oh, yes, our buddy Lydia. She was a sweetheart. I really liked her.
Sweet girl.
Sweet girl. Way too into Death Note, though. Like,
Little bit.
Little bit, but, sweet girl, love her to bits.
But the first night, she did not want to sleep in the same bed with me for some reason. Until...
Mind you, this guy is a very good gentleman. He will ask, buy you flowers, take you out to dinner. Just saying, ladies, he is a bit, well... No, okay. Sorry, ladies. You lost a chance. I was like, wait.
That's how
no.
video.
Nope, that doesn't apply anymore.
Few seconds.
But she was raising some. She was deciding that for some reason that I wasn't going to act gentlemanly. Until someone else in the group just looked at her and said, "Has he ever done anything like that at all, ever?"
And I love the look on her face. Sorry, keep going. I'm gonna interrupt.
No, you go ahead.
Like, her face is just like, I can't think of anything. This man has done nothing wrong. Like, he has never asked for anything. Damn it. And it's just like, ha, bitch. I haven't done anything wrong. And it's like, oh.
But then the next night, she sleeps in the bed with someone else.
Not like that.
But they both sleep in the same bed.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then when everybody wakes up, she's over in the corner of the bed, huddled up. Like shielding herself. And we're all like, what happened? And she's like, he grabbed me. And we're like, he's like, huh? What?
And we're all like, this guy, the guy who was in the same bed is also X. He's not the type to do that at all. Like,
That's just completely out of character. We're like,
Yeah.
what? So apparently he had like reached over and hugged her while he was asleep.
And like literally, and he had like a mark on his face too of how hard she slapped him, and he still didn't wake up, which was like,
Holy crap, dude.
He was out.
I mean, granted, that was my first Katsucon with you guys, and man, did we stay up late. Like, it was well 5 in the morning by the time we went to bed, and we had to be up in 4 hours. So,
True.
it was, yeah.
But I just thought that was the oddest thing. It was just like she raised all this hubbub about being in bed with me. She didn't say anything about the next night for sleeping in the same bed with him.
No. Just, you know, she had to learn the hard way. Some people have to learn the hard way, just like I tell my clients. You know, you can learn, you either listen to me, or you can learn it the hard way. Natural consequences. Can be a bitch. So, what would be the most annoying experience for you guys at a convention? Because I've got plenty of these stories too.
Otakon
Ugh.
last year.
Jeremy, proceed.
It was just the infinite wait. This wasn't a regular wait. This was literally spent 4 hours, 5 hours, I think, waiting in line, only to get a come back tomorrow coupon for my badge.
Question. When you get the coupon, do you get something extra?
No, it means you get to skip the line the next day.
But if everybody gets a skip the line coupon, isn't that forming another line?
Yes, but I didn't go until later in the day. Like, I went when nobody else was using their coupon. So I just got to go straight up. But
Oh, so
that
you went
wait was just, oh my god. It was forever.
Right?
I got a story similar to that. In my younger years in high school, God, I make it sound like I'm old, but I'm only 26.
Old
I
man.
went to shut up. You're older than me, asshole. So let's not even start. Please. I went to Anime Boston. I think it was like 2008, and me, my buddy Jay, my buddies Anthony, Malcolm, Kohaku, and a couple other people went too. Yeah, Kim and a couple other people went. Now a couple of us pre-registered. I really didn't see the point in pre-registering because, you know, I was young and stupid and didn't really understand, because the first time I went to a convention, went through the line in less than a half an hour. Like, it was a done deal. We get to this convention Friday morning at 9. Like, we left my house at 7 in the morning, got everybody got in their cars, everybody carpooled. We took the train. We took the train that day. We didn't carpool. The next day we did carpooling. Took the train, got in line from 9 in the morning to 8 at night. 7:35 line. So, let me explain. During the badge process, the machines royally fucked up. As in, they lost all their data of who pre-registered and who didn't. And they were basically trying to produce more badges at the time as well. So they were able to find the data for those that did pre-register, and they got through the line in a couple hours' time. The rest of us were standing in line. It was horrible. The only reason why it didn't suck, my friend Will brought what was the game? Advance Wars 2, Rise of the Black Hole Army, and that's a multiplayer game. You can play with one Game Boy. So he pulled out his Game Boy, and literally we are just passing it. And this game goes on for like 6 hours.
Wait, what day of the week was it? Well, what day of the weekend was it?
It was day 1. So Friday.
Yeah.
8 hours.
Yeah.
Mind you, the only reason why we got to get a chance to have a badge, a group of people ahead of us. So, like, the snake line went through the whole convention center. Like, it went through a whole big area, into a whole nother part of the street, into a whole nother room, up the escalator. It was long.
Oh, wow.
So this other group across from us was like, look, we gotta go because, honestly, we'll just come back tomorrow. You want to take our spot? And we're like, fuck yeah. We originally were only going to get like a 2-day pass thing. All of us we're like, no, fuck it, we're going all 3 days. Because it was like, after that, it's like...
You might as well. You've taken enough time.
Like, we literally spent the whole day in... It was LineCon for us. Since then, the lines have been better. Things were better taken care of. But my god... I never want to go through that. My buddy Jay put on his, like, badge, like, his name was, like, 9 bleeping hours. Or 8 bleeping hours, or something like that. Mine was just like, I'm tired of this shit. It was a long, long con. What about you guys?
Luckily, we don't have any of those line con stories, because we're either staffing, or 2, we are lucky, period. But I've heard stories about line cons at AX and Fanime. I think it was this past AX, they had a blackout or a power outage or something.
Yeah, power outage.
Ooh.
That was the night I got the free margarita.
Free margarita!
Power outage, margarita. Kind of balanced out. What?
Yeah. But any other kind of experience like that?
Do you have anything that was annoying? Because I haven't.
Like, annoying as in, like, anything annoying that happened?
How about I specify it, like, why don't I say, instead of annoying, how about, what was the worst experience you had at a convention?
Oh, I have way too many stories for that, but let's see. Was it this past Saturday? Yeah, it was this past anime. Well, basically, I had a friend come over to do a photo shoot with me, and then another friend, well, ex-friend, came as well, but they were both late due to my ex-friend's lateness because she was complaining about her wigs and whatnot. And they arrived late, and we were late to the photo shoot. We were still getting ready. Well, I was done, but my ex-friend was still getting ready, and she told me to get her some contacts that she needed for the shoot beforehand, so I got them those. And, well, when I gave it to her, she was like, oh, I don't need them. And I was pretty much ticked off because not only did I waste my money, I also wasted my time trying to help her out.
Wait, you had to go buy contacts for someone? Oh, jeez, that sucks.
Yeah, for my ex-friend, and yeah, she just basically tossed the contacts to me, and I was like trying so hard to not get angry, but you were there, Andre, so.
I don't know. All I can remember of Fanime was day 0, somebody getting really drunk and sick and touching my head like a chia pet, which was so weird. Literally, I am like sleeping, and because I sleep weird, sometimes I sleep like normally, or sometimes like my head towards the pillow, but sometimes I sleep the reverse. And that I remember coming to terms with a couple things, but never. I know you were doing some cosplay stuff, and I know you guys were like really late with one of your cosplays. I didn't know what was going on, and I just chose not to be a part of it.
Andre, I think the moral of Gigi's story is you bought your first Buddy Fight box that day.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did, and yeah, I got a triple rare. Still waiting on finding my buddy monster. Goddamn. Like, just look. Let me open up a Darkness Dragon World deck and let me pull out my buddy. I want that Darkness Dragon so bad.
Everyone does.
Don't you know you can't have it?
Shut up, Jeremy. I need it. Like, okay, I need it. Look, I save the world on a daily basis. I can go a little bit rogue every once in a while. I can pick the Renegade option every once in a while. A
Don't you
bad...
know, Renegade's an option. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, seriously, no. A bad, sort of an annoying or bad, like, time at a convention I had was, at the time, my girlfriend and I, she and I found this guy who was doing, like, a photo shoot. We did the Hodiful boyfriend of, I think one of the characters' name was Shu and his mentor, and I was cosplaying the mentor. And he told us about this, like, Hatsune Miku, like, 3D kind of performance that was being done. And
Concert, yeah.
yeah, and we all thought that it was the concert, like, in live. I don't, like, none of us was really, like, thinking, oh, it's like a recording. We all literally thought it was, it was the live one. We spend, like, 2 hours in line in the cold, only to find out that we were supposed to buy our tickets ahead of time before standing in line. She was in a bad mood, I was in a bad mood because I was hungry.
Yeah, that's the thing that'll put you in a bad mood.
Like, everyone was kind of like, well, what do we do? And I was like, I took charge of the situation going, there's a place down the street, we can wait in line for 30 minutes, get some food, head back, call it a night. And while we're going back, there's always those assholes that they know the convention happens around that time of the year. So just for everyone's, for retrospect, Fanime usually happens on Memorial Day weekend. They take advantage of it by adding a couple extra days to the convention. So, I think it was Saturday, that was the day of the photo shoot. And it was, like, we were all in, like, bad space. Like, at the end of the night, I was just like, I like, hugged my girlfriend. I'm like, I'm sorry, we should have never done that. And she's like, whatever, it happens. And it, like, the next day we had more fun. We went to the dance, the ball, and things were cool, much better. But getting back, there were these guys that were just driving by, just insulting people in cosplay, throwing stuff at them.
That happens a lot at Fanime. It's
Yeah.
really annoying. Oh, I have an annoying story now.
Oh.
Oh no, I don't. It was just that. Go on, Andre.
No, it's fine. But like, really throwing shit at people?
They were
Like-
literally throwing stuff at people?
You never seen that?
No.
Oh yeah, like one of the bottles, like they threw a bottle, and because they were obviously drunk, they completely missed us, and they, like, it was a bottle in trash. But I was just like, if that bottle hit my girlfriend or one of my friends that day, screw the rules. I'm gonna fucking go after that person. I don't give a damn if I'm in costume. I don't think I was, thankfully. I was just in, like, I was in civilian clothes. So those are easier to run in. But I'm like, look, we just had to spend 2 hours in line, and we were literally in line contemplating. Sorry to jump around a lot, like, should we get food? Like, who needs, like, I was just like, damn, alright, anyone need to use the bathroom? Because this is the time to go. We're in line standing here. It was, that was a bad time, and my second time at Otakon, two friends of mine, Diana and at the time my girlfriend Maria, she and I were Just the two of them were talking, so to give more of the scenario, we were in the dealership room, and my friend Diana was cosplaying Madoka, and Maria was cosplaying Catherine from the video game Catherine. And this fucking prick decides to take his cell phone and try to get an underskirt shot of both of them. I literally, like, they're talking about something, and unfortunately my attention span tends to go to 0 for some reason. Like, I'll be like, oh, and look, pretty, it's like, and shiny coins, and kitties, and squirrel. And I see that happen, and I literally just kick it out of his hand, and the guy's just like, what the fuck? And I'm like, that's my girlfriend, that's my friend. I respect them both. Go away. And the guy just
Right off your back.
and the guy just like skidded away. And like, I love when Maria looks at me, she's like, are you okay? I'm like, oh, I'm fine. And later I tell her, and she's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, you know, you're dressed as Catherine. People are going to want to take these photos.
Yeah, but there's taking photos, and then there's... Yeah.
Look, if you're that desperate for that stuff, that's what the internet's for. Just, you know, type it in a Google search. Merry Christmas.
No, the internet was made for porn.
Exactly. Just type it in what you want, and then take care of yourself at home.
Whatever you want, it can be found on the internet.
Like go bother some other Catherine and Maguka Magica. Go away. Like I wanted to like rip his throat out, but I was like, no. This is our first Otakon together. I want it to be a good one. Ugh.
Yeah, you probably got a little bit more self-control than me. I probably would have punched him right off.
I mean, I'm surprised I didn't just go like full rage mode, and I think the only reason why I still kind of like held it together that day was because I was just so happy to be with my girlfriend and doing all those things and going to photo shoots with her. I really didn't like it would take a lot to get me pissed, and I guess that was the lot that had to happen.
Yeah, I respect you, Andre, for keeping your cool.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
I'm with Jeremy on that. I would,
well, let's put it this way. That night, unfortunately, we
I'll the throwdown, dude.
Yeah, he got.
unfortunately, thank you, I appreciate it, but unfortunately, later that night, with these, I'll leave these people out because I don't want to mention their names. Unfortunately, the person who was the holder of our room decided to play a really stupid practical joke on Maria and I. For all you, when we first started dating, she had made for me a small Rudolph plushie that was resemblance to me, and they decided to take that and hide it and like have these notes everywhere.
Oh, it was that weekend.
Yeah, it was that weekend. And
Mhm.
literally, Jeremy is an innocent bystander. Him, Mark, Connor, and Kevin were innocent bystanders. Everyone else was under question. And Jake. Jake would never do that to me. Jake's my homeboy. He would never do that to me. Shout out to Jake. What? But no. So, and like, she and I were just not having it. At first, mind you, we find her a pair of scissors that she'd been using to cut and style my Siesta 410 wig, my gender bent Siesta 410 wig, in the Rudolph doll. Like, not in it, but like have the arm tucked under it, and then like stupid Umineko cryptic messages. I was like, look, no. I wasn't in the mood for this, so I put it to the side and I tore up the note and threw it away. And I left the doll there. That was my mistake. I shouldn't have left it there. We go back to the room and it's gone. And I know people are playing the joke. She's in a bad mood. I'm in a bad mood. And I'm literally like, I'm trying to appeal to their better nature, and I'm like, look, guys, whoever's doing this, I don't care. Just put it back, okay? Or just hand it to me. I don't care who did it. I just want what, because that thing means a lot to me. Like, that was made specifically for me, and I still have it to this day. It's something special. And if anything were to happen to it, I would probably flip a shit. Later that night, after finding out who it was, the room owner, she gets all, like, hyper bitchola. There's no nice way for me to say it. When you get into that kind of a nasty mood, like, I know she had been struggling with a recent breakup, so she wasn't in the best of minds, and she almost did flake on the night before. She's saying she doesn't want to go to the convention, and unfortunately it's in her name, the room, and none of us have the time to, like, switch the name or anything like that. So everyone was kind of, like, tippy-toeing around her, but I was just like, look, you gotta get over your shit. It sucks. Breakups suck, but you will move on. If it's one piece of advice I can give, you will move past it. It may take time, but you will move past it. Well, I'll do a separate episode on that shit, but needless to say, that night ended with me swearing in 2 different languages, literally this close to slapping her, and I did not care what the consequences could be. I know that she knows like 9 different styles of fighting, but I did not care. And like,
Yeah, that fight I would have to bet on her.
no, and that's fine. No, I don't know. You've yet to see me lose it, so you never know. Like, I'm gonna probably fight dirty in that sense, because now not only have you fucked with me for no reason, you fucked with the person I was dating with, and she didn't deserve that. Like, that was the worst part of the convention for us. Like, later, she and I met up with our buddy Sarah, who, shout out to her too, she's fucking awesome. Like, she and I, like, we all talked, and they were willing to give us a room for the night too, and I was like, no, it's fine, I settled it, but thank you. I know, like, Katsucon in the future, I know I went and stayed with them, great fucking time. Didn't have to deal with any drama or any bullshit. Speaking about drama, so, con drama. Is it myth or is it real? I think it does exist. I've seen it happen in between certain groups, especially when it comes to, like, like, for example, at the Katsucon, the gazebo, it's a prime time place to get your photos and whatnot, but everybody tries to get in at once, and a system is trying to work out, like, 3 to 4 is this group, 4 to 5 is Dragon Ball Z, 6 to 7 is this. It normally works, but then there are those hiccups. And man, those hiccups get nasty. Like, really nasty. But I feel sometimes conventions can cause drama that doesn't need to be brought there.
Because convention time is also a really stressful time. Because like, oh, I'm trying to get my cosplay together, oh, this isn't working out, my wig's not working out, this isn't fitting right, oh, I'm just gonna take it out on everyone else. That's a really big factor for starting the con drama. And it's really stupid.
Like, it's a big enough event that enough things can go wrong that it can put people on edge.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes things can just work themselves out. Like, sometimes the best option is to not do anything. But in this sense, sometimes you have to jump in and just, like, I remember once, one convention, it was at AUSA, it was like my 2nd or 3rd time. A friend of mine, she decided to pregame. For all you who don't know what that is, that's, you basically drink a little bit and then you go to like the rave or to whatever. The idea is that because you drank early, if you decide to drink more, you'll be okay. That's a bunch of bullshit, but whatever. College kids, am I right?
College kids, any excuse to drink.
God damn. So, mind you, she decides to go to the rave, and she doesn't have a buddy or anybody going with her. She's just kind of going by herself. The AUSA raves from my past experiences can be really good, really sketchy. And she just went in, she was hammered, she wasn't there. And she was like, we kind of had to like watch her. Like, I had to literally call everyone together. It's like, look, everybody partner up with somebody, just watch her. Just make sure she doesn't do anything stupid, okay? I know we're all supposed to have fun, and this kind of sucks, but that ruined my night, because I had to, like, basically baby her for, like, 2 hours, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm done. I shouldn't have to be a parent. Like, and, like, that annoying hog parent just, like, making sure she doesn't, like, fall on her face, but I didn't want there being an incident, and then shit really hitting the fan.
Nobody wants to have to play chaperone.
Yeah, nobody.
Yeah.
I know. I've had to play it one too many times, and I'm done with it. Like, it's the one time where I feel I wish I could just cut loose and have a little bit of fun. But so Gigi, John, for those who are just starting out in to do cosplay, what kind of advice do you think you could give them?
Really commit to it. Not necessarily commit to the hobby, but commit to that character that you want to do.
Yes.
Because last minute, what's the word? When you change your mind last minute, that really gets super hectic, super fast, and that's where all the stress comes in. So if you want to cosplay a character, commit. That's my advice.
Sounds good.
To those who are starting out, I would recommend you guys doing characters that you really like. It doesn't matter if you don't know the character, as long as you like their design, or, you know, if you really like that character, I say go for it. Just go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I would say make sure you have the funds to do said project, because nothing sucks more than you don't have enough time, you don't have enough money for supplies, and you have to kind of like, I feel that if you're going to do a cosplay like that, or any kind of cosplay, you should make sure you have a plan.
Yes,
So,
planning out is the most important step of cosplay.
Yep.
Because you don't want to think you're finished and then be like, oh, or it's the day before the con, and then you're like, oh shoot, I forgot to make this or get this commissioned. Oh no, what do I do?
yeah.
If you're a huge procrastinator and you're wanting to do cosplay at an event that's coming up really soon, I would suggest either commissioning it or just like don't do it, because it'll stress you out even more since you're procrastinating yourself.
Yeah, no. That I feel it is it. Alright, so now that we've done the cosplay discussion, I wrote an article for Game Skinny a long time ago about so you're going to a convention, and a couple of things I wanted to kind of bring up, which is weird because I never had to cite myself before, so this is really strange. But there's
Don't
a
forget
reason.
to add the year and the page number. Come on.
I will. Just. Well, I mean, page 1 of 1. I don't know how
Don't
this.
forget MLA format, please.
Nope, we need a full website or whatever site, APA style.
Yes.
That noise. It's been kind of nice not having to write papers, but now I'm starting to do it again for my master's degree. Ugh, sucks. But these
Hope
are
you
just.
feel like-
Oh my god, let's not start. Let's just not start. So these are a couple things that I like highlighted when you're gonna go to a convention, get to your hotel room first, drop your shit off, because nothing sucks more than waiting in line with a giant suitcase or multiple suitcases. And I get it, if the hotel's not open yet, they can still hold your stuff for you. But it also makes the line longer because your suitcases are like an extra person or two.
Yeah, they do kind of function.
Like, how many
it
times...
becomes a hassle, basically.
Yeah. Pack your essentials first. Like, you know, change of underwear, change of normal clothes, cleaning.
Bath necessities.
Yeah, bathe. Sweet Jesus Christ. Confunk is the grossest smell in the world. And that plus Axe body spray makes it even worse.
Oh god.
That makes it even worse.
Okay. Jeremy and I sat in a panel for Disorganization 13, which is like this kind of comedic group of people. They're fucking awesome. The only problem I had with the room was the person next to me smelled like ass. Like straight up ass. Like, oh sweet Jesus, you need to bathe. Thankfully he moved. I'm so glad. But seriously, bathe.
Please bathe.
Like,
please brush your teeth.
Brush your teeth. Look, brush your teeth. Clean yourself. Like, you have to
do all the things you would do if you were going to a job interview.
Okay. I'm not asking.
Just groom yourself in general.
I'm not asking suit and tie unless that's your cosplay, by which case, rock on with your bad self. But, like, bathe. The hotel is even kind enough to give you, like, extra shampoos and mini bars of soap and towels. Like, they know that people are piling up in rooms. They don't care. As long as they're getting the money, they don't care. They know that there's going to be a lot of kids who need shampoo and whatnot. Please bathe.
Think of it this way. What's the word? Keep in mind the holy trinity of the bathroom. The sink, the toilet, and the shower. Do your business in all three.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Oh, I gotta write that one down. The holy trinity. Never thought of it like that. Oh, another thing that I've noticed, especially when I go to conventions, is when you want to take somebody's picture, you need to ask. Like, us in cosplay, we're not... I mean, okay, some of us are actually models who do the cosplay stuff, but...
but in general, you should have someone's permission before you take their picture.
Yeah, thank you. Like, I don't know how many times I'd see, like, people taking additional pictures, like, especially when Maria was Catherine. Oh my god. We had to stop every 5 minutes. It was so annoying. Or even when she was a Stake of Purgatory and I was Siesta 410, gender bend. It was still, people kept wanting to take our pictures and I'm like, oh, this is annoying. We gotta go somewhere. Like, you gotta understand that sometimes people aren't gonna have the chance. Like, I know you want to take the picture, but they gotta go do something else. I know, what was it? John, Gigi, you and me, the three of us were trying to get to, the panel. Yeah, the League gathering. We kept getting stopped along the way, and I was like, damn it. Like, alright, let's do this quick. And we're gone. And like 5 steps more.
It came to the point where we had to tell them, like, hey, yo, we're going to the League gathering, so if you want to take our pictures, just meet us there.
And then we had a whole bunch of people following us, and I was like, okay, this is fine. That was fine. Be at your panel, or whatever you're going to go to, early. Seriously, get there early.
At least early.
Like, a good example, Uncle Yo panels tend to fill up pretty quickly because he's funny as
Oh,
shit.
yeah. Yeah, they fill up fast.
Like, you need to...
And for a while, there was an odd tendency to give him like the smallest room possible.
Yeah, which was stupid as hell. But yeah, get to your panels early. I'm not saying you need to get there 45 minutes early, but if you know it's going to be a popular panel, you may want to get there that early. Yes, that means you may be standing in line. Talk with somebody. I've had random conversations about things I don't even like Tenchi Muyo and Sailor Moon and G Gundam and all good anime that I loved back in the day. And I cannot even remember their names or faces, but you know, at least I had a conversation to pass the time.
Lines are the best places to make friends.
Like you're all gonna
True.
go to, like you're all going to this thing together. You might as well make a buddy along the way.
You obviously have a shared interest, and you're stuck there.
I know my a friend of mine, Diana. She came to Anime Boston one year, and I decided to just go for that one day and meet up with her and just kind of chill with her for a bit. She had to go do some like fake Zero stuff, and I was just like, fuck yeah, I'll just sit here and just kind of pass the time. And like me and one of her buddies, me and some guy there were just like going back and forth between like stuff that we liked about the Fate series, and I was just having a small Fate orgasm, just going off, and I was like, okay, and yeah, look, I can't help it. Fate, thanks to John, Fate Stay Night became my personal crack in freaking college. I had to be like, okay, I need to put this stuff away, I need to study. Mind you, the gift, just to segue to, okay, I can't keep doing that, it's just getting annoying. It's fine to cosplay your character, please don't overdo it. Like Weeaboo, that will push people away. Even if you're a really good cosplayer, if you're being way too creepy about it, or being way too involved in your character, you may actually scare people away. I've seen it so many times. It's just like, and I wanted to talk to you, but now I can see that you're way too attached to that character.
Yeah, on that note, find a good balance between portraying that character's personality and still being yourself.
Yeah.
Like if you
'Cause
want to
if-
be, yeah, no.
Oh, go on, Andre?
No, go on. I'm sorry.
Because if someone wants to talk to you, they want to talk to you, they don't want to talk to the character. And who knows, you might make a new friend just by talking to them. And you don't want a fake friend, no one wants that.
Yeah, no, you don't want those. Buddy system, always go around with somebody. If you like to walk around the convention by yourself, I mean, hey, more power to you. But I will say this, meeting up with somebody, or being with another person, I went to panels that I would never go to, like an anime burlesque, because I had no idea what the word burlesque meant. And then Andre figured it out and went, oh. Wait,
and
what?
did Andre have fun? That's the question.
Oh yes, I had fun. I had fun, and I was just like, this is weird. But it's weird that but I'm okay with it.
It's weird and amazing.
Except when I saw the dudes. I didn't want to see the dudes. Mind you, the dudes were quite good looking, but they're not. I'm not into that.
Were they cosplaying? Or were they...
No, they. I don't know, Jeremy.
What, cosplay burlesque? Usually they were cosplaying.
Yeah, no, yeah, they were cosplaying, but like, were they crossplaying?
No, not usually.
No, they stuck with the females did. There was female Link.
Huh. No, well, was it a gender bend or an actual crossplay?
I mean,
Because there is a difference.
Yeah, there is a difference.
Was it a girl playing a female Link, or was it a girl playing a male Link?
Yeah, basically.
A. So yeah, I made a mistake. Sorry, it was A. So it was a gender bend, and it was fine. I mean, like, it was fun. And after that experience, the only thing I could say was, well, I'm speechless because I didn't think they could get away with that at a convention. I thought that'd be like too risque, but hey.
Nope. Just slap 18 and over on it.
Yeah,
There's a lot of things they get away with. They show hentai.
I know.
Yeah, but it's like at 3 in the morning, and it's like, you really want to see hentai at 3 in the morning? Like, fuck that.
And then they also have swimsuit contests.
And burlesque.
That's what we were just talking about.
Oh.
Gigi paying attention.
So sorry.
Keep the con map on you. I don't know how many times I went through and I would leave them somewhere and be like, shit. We need another map. Jeremy, how many times would we be like, shit, someone go get a con map? Just...
Honestly, that happens less over time because they started putting the guides and stuff on your phone.
Oh, that is smart. I've never...
So that is another suggestion. If you have the option, get the guide app things for your phone. So convenient.
If you're a convention head listening to this and your con doesn't have that, do it, please. Please do it.
Yeah, put it on your phone sounds like a pretty good idea. Just, hey look, I just need to look it up. Done.
Yeah, because it'll have the schedule, everything. It's all right there, and you don't have to carry pieces of paper around with you.
I'm trying to think.
Which isn't a problem for me because I always carry my backpack, but
Yeah.
for some people, it just doesn't work.
Trying to think what else. Like, I have my article in front of me too, and it's like I feel like I've covered all the points with that. Is there anything else you guys could think of for those who are gonna go to cons? What they should do and shouldn't do?
In the dealer's hall, if you see something you like, don't buy it immediately. Look around.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Spend
Don't
your money
spend,
wisely.
or at least don't spend all your money immediately.
Yes. Try and scope out the area. And try and haggle if you can, because a
Yeah.
lot of the vendors, they will negotiate with you.
Which thankfully, because I couldn't have gotten half the things I have if I didn't haggle a little bit. Also, isn't it like on Sunday everything's like everything has to go sort of sale happens? Like
Well, they'll try to dump a lot of stuff on Sundays because they don't want to ship it all back.
Yeah.
Yes. Sunday is one of the best/worst days to buy. Because one, everything's gone, but two, it's the best deals ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever's left, you'll get the best deal on. It's just a matter of if you want what's left.
Or if you can, go to any event that has swap meets.
Yes, swap meets are
Yes.
the best.
The best.
I know when I was still playing Magic: The Gathering, I did buy a whole bunch of cards and a whole bunch of like Fate Stay Night stuff for like less than $30, which would have normally cost me like 100 something. Trying to think that.
I have a suggestion for people going to cons.
Yes.
Don't run yourself ragged.
Oh my God, yes. Eat.
Rest. Give yourself time.
Eat. Drink.
Rejuvenate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Use the facilities. Sweet Christ.
Remember, the toilet is one of the pieces in the Holy Trinity. Use it.
Yes, no, thank you, Jeremy. That's something I wish I wrote, and I didn't.
And please do not just try spending your money on Pocky and Ramen and trying to last yourself throughout the whole con with that. That is really unhealthy for you.
That's sugar and soda water, which is a diuretic, which will make you go to the bathroom more, and you'll be even thirstier later. Also, I hate those bottles, because I didn't figure out how to open one until, like, someone actually showed me you have to push the thing into the bottle. I thought
Oh, the Japanese pop bottles with
yeah,
the
with the marble.
ball in it. Oh, I hate those.
I've always wanted to keep the marble, but that's what made me hate the bottle too, because I can never get the marble, and I don't want to break the bottle because I don't want to pick up the shards.
Yeah. No. I tried to open it by using the cap thing against the wall, and because I had it tilted, it sprayed and hit a buddy of mine. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm like, bro, I fucked up. I'm sorry. And he's like, it's okay, man. He like, Andy, cool as shit, did not give a crap. He's like, don't worry about it. It's strawberry flavored soda. I like this stuff anyways. And I'm like, alright, here you go. Have the drink. I'll buy another one. And then I learned how to actually do it and whatnot. Because, you know, I normally I read the label, but I was thirsty and I wanted to have one of these, and yeah. There goes the label in the trash, don't care. And, oh, that was bad. So bad.
It's a stupid bottle design.
Yeah, no. There is one other thing, just going back to the cosplay discussion. I've always wanted to ask both John and Gigi this. Who do you think has it harder in the cosplay world, guys or girls?
Guys.
Guys.
Now, why do you say that?
Well, from my perspective, and it's a really biased perspective, but I don't know. What I see is that a lot of the anime, what's the word? Propaganda? Would that fit? It's all boobs and nothing but boobs. Boobs on everything. Boobs on Gundams. Boobs on ships.
Whoa,
And
boobs
guys.
on Gundams? I don't think I'm ready for that.
It's those Gundam girls.
Gundam girls.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
And then there's boobs on ships, like the Kantai collection.
Yeah.
The-
I don't know.
okay. My question is if I poke you with a needle, do you bleed? Or does oil come out of you? That's always been my question. It's like, are you half and half, or are you machine, you look like a person? Never mind. Japan's... I will say, sorry to interrupt.
You mean, is it a cyborg or a gynoid?
I don't know. Or it's like some super synthetic blah 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 blah. I don't know. Like, I will say this though, the game is really addictive, and I had to like not get into it too much because
Wait,
man,
there's which game?
it is way too addictive. I'm like, I need to not play this. I will waste countless hours playing this. But you can continue what you were saying, John. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's just guys don't have that same sex appeal. That's just my opinion. I'm gonna get flamed for it, but that's cool.
No,
My opinion is actually pretty much the same as his.
I think, I mean, my perspective is I think women have it a little bit harder than guys when it comes to cosplaying, because I feel that because of that sort of like sex appeal and whatnot, that it forces cosplayers to like have to eat well, train well, look good, put on a lot of makeup, make sure everything's in one piece. Because I've seen some like two cosplayers just accidentally brush each other, and then they go to freaking town on each other. Like it was, I don't know, like they insulted each other's family names and dual gloves were thrown down. Like, damn, it gets scary. I think guys, for the most part, most male cosplayers, they tend to be a little bit more chill. And I'm not saying female cosplayers, there are those that are chill, and I know many of them, but I have seen many that tend to like sort of just if any part of their cosplay is like ruined or mismatched, they will freak out. They need to make everything perfect. If anything gets in their way, they will get in like a shitola mood, and I'm like, nope. Not
Yeah,
having
I
any
feel
of
like
that.
I feel like the girls are like more competitive than the guys in the cosplay community because of that sort of pressure of the anime world and the sex appeal for all kinds of stuff like that. So a lot of girls are probably pressured to try to look their best, and they just want to make everything perfect. But
I feel
once that doesn't work out, they literally just start catfighting one another if
Or-
something goes wrong.
or just catfighting other people. Like, I feel bad for you, Gigi, and every female cosplayer I know, because I know a lot of y'all like put a lot of work into your stuff, and you want everything to be perfect. But sometimes I'm like, man, just make sure you take care of yourself. Like, seriously, I don't want you burning yourself out.
Oh, another thing, real quick too. Why I think females have a better shot, or whatever we were talking about.
Yeah.
Moving away from the sex appeal, they have a wider array of characters to choose from because they can do both female characters. They can crossplay and do all of that.
Without being judged
No, yeah,
as much.
And
yeah,
there's
they
all
probably
kinds of
can.
techniques.
You can cross the gender line without
Yeah.
people making assumptions and such.
Yeah, because
I-
a lot of characters, they have some feminine features, and girls can get away with crossplaying as guys because of those feminine features.
I know I did get a little bit of shit when I did the 410 one. And I was just like, look, I like 410. 410 kind of acts like a boy. Even though it was a gender swap, it's still like some people just didn't appreciate that. And I'm like, fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm here to have fun. Not to be tortured or not
To be judged.
yeah, not to be judged. I want to, like, and I think that's the thing all cosplayers should do. You do it because you want to do it. You want to be, I don't know, name me a character, because my mind's kind of blanking.
Varys.
Anything.
Varys.
Varys, you want to be Varys? Fine. Be Varys. Go all out. But I will say this, don't half-ass it. That's not okay. If you're gonna do it to the best of your abilities. Because you know what? At the end of it, all that matters is what you really think. Now, I will say that there are those cosplayers that tend to kind of cosplay ridiculously for the sake of being funny, and that's fine. Like,
Yeah, that's comedy.
yeah, that's comedy. But then there are some cosplayers that are like, I love Deadpool, but I remember when I went to AX, there was this guy with a Deadpool mask, Deadpool, like, upper part of his body, and then he's literally wearing underwear.
I saw him.
That was fucking gross. I'm sorry, that's not funny. That's really inappropriate. Like, even if it is at night and it's 8 o'clock at night, there are still, like, young kids at conventions, and sorry, but you gotta be mindful of the children, and you gotta be mindful of other people, because that's gross. Look,
Yep.
put some pants on.
You
Deadpool
should
wears...
see some of the Air Gear cosplayers.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? I saw pimped out, Kakashi from Naruto. Totally fine with that. Totally
Pimped out.
fine. Yeah, like a fur coat, a cane, a hat. I was totally fine with it, because I was like, look, it's fine. It's funny. But then there's just, like, really, like weird Deadpool, or, like, some, I don't know, I can't think of, like, unfortunately I can't think of any female equivalent. It's usually the males. Sorry, guys.
You know, you're right. I can't think of any
Because
female
can you,
equivalent.
I guess ravers, but they're not really like cosplaying. They're just going to the rave and they smell of smells.
Funk.
They smell of ecstasy.
And funk.
I'm sorry, but if you're a raver, I don't mean to be rude, but you smell a little funny. I don't know.
Well, it depends. Are they smelling funny before the rave or after the rave?
Yeah.
Both.
Both.
Oh god.
Before the
And-
rave, no excuse. After the rave, yes, you've just been dancing and acting a fool for
Yeah, like, yeah, you know,
Oh,
a couple of hours.
after I understand, I'm like, whatever, but before, it's like, you smell of bourbon. How much have you had? Like,
You
look,
smell like a brewery.
like,
Yeah.
it smelled like,
It smells like a brewery.
I'm like, mm-mm. Oh, what was it? There was a girl who went to the formal dance, I know, at one of the AUSAs, and she literally, I think she was either, like, really drunk or just super dehydrated. She was just so delusional. Like, I being the nice person I am, I'm like, hey, do you need to see a nurse? And she like kind of like waddled back and forth for a second. She's like, yeah. So I bring her over to like the first aid people. I'm like, here, she's not there. And they're like, well, what do you mean by not there? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just bringing her here. I'm gonna go back. See ya. And I was just, I hope she's okay, cause I like that has to suck when you go to something like that and either you're super exhausted, you haven't taken care of yourself at all, and you try to go to one of these things and you're just like gone. It was so sad to see that.
Andre, you're such a good Samaritan.
Shut up. One of these days, that part of me is gonna die, and when it happens, shit's about to get real. Look.
It won't die. You'll be a white knight forever.
Jeremy called it.
No. Do not put me in that category. Do not put me in that category. I help people because I can see their potential. Also, I don't want to see people hurt themselves. I prefer the title Guardian. It fits me better. It means I can get away with doing a couple things that are in the gray zone and no one gives me shit about it. Or those that do, I don't care. But I think that wraps up everything I wanted to talk about. Is there anything you guys want to add? Like, any last minute thoughts? I know we'll probably do another kind of thing to talk about a little bit more into, like, cosplay community stuff about, like, you know, famous people and other topics like that. Like, you know, what's the difference between those who are like cosplay and they do it for modeling and whatnot, and those who are just, you know, don't just do it for fun?
Oh,
Kinda
on that famous cosplayer thing that you just brought up, have you heard of that new cosplayer coming up? I think his name is John or something like that.
Man, sounds like a badass. I heard he's gonna do Varys. Yeah, he's gonna do the arc-like version. Gonna bring out that huge ass, overcompensating bow of his. Just saying. It's okay. You know what I've also heard? There's gonna be a cosplayer. He's gonna do Mash Shaco, and he's gonna look really good. Just saying.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to that.
Just saying.
Looking forward to meet him.
Now, all I have to do is convince Jeremy, this fucker over here, to cosplay. And literally, people, start a fund. Do something. He likes Kamen Rider. I'm just saying, he would be the greatest Kamen Rider of our group because he is technically the one who got me addicted to it. Fuck you. God damn it.
His icon is Beast. I think that's a sign.
And he's got the belt.
Yeah, I've got the Kamen Rider Beast
He's
belt.
got the Beast belt. I'm just saying, Jeremy. Like,
It's lunchtime.
exactly. It's lunchtime. And on that note, I'd like to thank everybody who's listening. I will be posting just a small update. I will be posting more videos. I'll be doing a couple solo videos and other videos with people soon. I can't give a exact time frame on it, but I'll do what I can. Thank you, everybody, thank you to my guests. Thank you for all coming and taking time out of your day to do this.
No problem.
No problem.
Thanks for having us, Andre.
Thanks.
So this is Phase signing off. Have a good night. And we
Wiener.